All right, so did you hear about this Luka Doncic trade?
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Talk about a blockbuster.
Yeah, this is not your everyday NBA trade.
Not at all.
This is something else.
Trades happen all the time, right? You see players moving around.
Right.
A superstar like Doncic.
Yeah.
In his prime. This is almost unheard of.
It's crazy.
So we're going deep on this one today.
Let's do it.
We got to figure out why this even happened.
For sure.
What it means for both of these teams,
Right.
the Mavs and the Lakers.
Yep.
And the big question, of course, Lakers instant title contenders now.
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
It is.
I mean, it's not just any player we're talking about here. This is Luka Doncic.
Right.
He's 25 years old.
Yep.
Already been an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
All NBA first team like 5 times already.
Wow.
And he led the Mavericks to the finals.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a seismic shift, like you said.
this isn't your average Tuesday trade.
Not at all.
So let's break it down.
Okay.
Who went where? What are the key pieces we need to know?
So the Lakers, they get Luka Doncic, of course.
Right.
Maxi Kleber.
Okay.
Markieff Morris.
Okay.
The Mavericks got Anthony Davis.
Right.
Max Christie. And the Lakers' 2029 first-round pick.
Okay.
Now, there was a third team involved.
Right, yeah.
The Jazz, but they're part of the deal. It's mostly like future assets, picks and stuff.
Got it.
We can really just focus on that. Doncic for Davis swap, that's the big one.
That's the headline.
Yeah.
So you've got Doncic,
Yep.
this offensive powerhouse,
Oh, yeah.
going to L.A.,
Yep.
and Davis, who, when healthy, is an absolute beast,
Like a
going to
track-
Dallas.
Uh-huh.
But there's one thing I can't get past.
What?
Doncic didn't even ASK for a trade.
I know, right?
Why would the Mavericks give him up?
It's a head-scratcher.
It is.
So the reports, what they're saying is
Yeah.
Mavericks, they were a little concerned about Doncic's defense
Okay.
and his conditioning.
Interesting.
Their GM, Nico Harrison, I think he actually said, quote, "I believe that defense wins championships."
Wow.
So they clearly felt that even with all of Doncic's offensive talent,
Right.
that his defense was holding them back.
So basically they're saying, we love Luka's offense,
Yeah.
but to win it all,
Yeah.
we need a defensive anchor.
Exactly.
And they're putting their faith in Anthony Davis.
Right.
But
Huge.
Davis has a long injury history.
Oh, yeah.
Was that not a massive red flag for them?
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
It's a huge gamble.
It is.
I mean, when he's healthy,
Yeah.
he's all NBA talent,
For sure.
a defensive player of the year candidate.
Right.
But the when healthy part is the big question mark.
Yeah, that's a big caveat.
Sure.
So the Mavericks, sitting at 26 and 23 right now,
Mm-hmm.
they're rolling the dice,
Big time.
hoping Davis can stay on the court and be that missing piece.
Yep.
But they also just paired him with Kyrie Irving,
Right.
who, let's be honest,
Yeah.
he's had his own drama and missed games.
Yes.
So are they looking at an explosive duo or a potential injury nightmare?
Well, I guess that's what we're going to find out.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen?
It's a big question mark for sure.
It is.
And it makes you wonder about their long-term thinking.
Yeah, like what was the plan here?
Did they make this move out of desperation?
Interesting.
Feeling like they had to win now with Doncic?
Okay,
Or was it more calculated?
right,
Understanding the injury risks, but believing that Davis and Irving's talent is enough.
when they're on the court.
Exactly.
I guess only time will tell on that one.
Yeah.
But this trade is definitely shaking things up in Dallas.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, let's talk about the other side of this blockbuster.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Lakers.
Right.
They've been searching for the guy
The guy, yeah.
to take over for LeBron,
Right.
and it seems like they just found their answer.
Looks like it.
Luka Doncic.
Luka Magic coming to LA.
And LeBron, even at 40 years old,
It's unbelievable.
is still playing at an incredibly high level.
I know. He just had a triple-double before this trade.
It's crazy.
Like, it's nothing.
Yeah, but even LeBron can't do it all himself anymore.
He can't carry the team like he used to.
So bringing in Doncic
Yeah.
lets LeBron conserve some of that energy,
Right.
focus on the playoffs,
Yep.
and still dominate when it matters most.
Exactly.
Smart move.
It is.
So the Lakers are 28-19,
Not bad.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
But they're looking at Doncic as the solution to their biggest problem,
Which is,
consistent scoring outside of LeBron.
they need that other threat.
They do.
But you got to think, losing Davis,
Yeah.
even with the injury concern,
Yeah.
that leaves a huge hole on defense. I mean,
Yeah.
their defense was their strength.
Yeah. What?
Anthony Davis was their anchor.
Right.
Now they're relying on guys like Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood,
Right.
Maxi Kleber,
Yeah.
to protect the paint. And
Yeah.
let's be real, none of those guys are on Davis's level defensively.
Yeah.
So they're getting an offensive upgrade,
Huge upgrade.
but taking a hit on defense.
For sure.
So clash of styles brewing here.
It seems like it.
Mavericks prioritizing defense.
Yep.
Lakers all in on offense.
Interesting matchup.
It is.
So does this make the Lakers instant contenders?
That's the question.
I mean, you look at the talent,
Right.
LeBron and Doncic.
Yeah.
It's tempting to say yes.
It is.
But it's more than just individual talent,
Right.
right?
It's a team sport.
Exactly. It's team chemistry.
Yeah.
It's coaching.
Of course.
A whole lot of factors.
And staying healthy, which is a big question mark for both of these teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
And we're just getting started.
Stay tuned.
We'll be back to go even deeper on this trade
Looking forward to it.
and what it means for both the Mavericks and the Lakers.
Absolutely. Welcome back. We're deep diving into this crazy Luka trade.
It's wild, right?
I know.
Yeah.
We talked about the immediate impact,
Right.
but let's think long-term for a second.
Okay, yeah.
This isn't just about this season.
Right.
This shapes the future of these franchises.
Huge implications.
Absolutely.
So the Mavericks, by trading Doncic,
Yeah,
it's like they might have shrunk their championship window.
that's a good point.
That time when they have the best shot at winning it all.
Their core players are in their prime.
Right. But now they're relying on Anthony Davis
Who's 31?
and Kyrie Irving, who's
Yeah.
had his own,
Yeah, consistency issues.
So did they sacrifice too much of their future?
It's a big question.
Betting on these two?
It is.
And even if it works out,
if they stay healthy, yeah.
are they a long-term solution?
Right.
I mean, Davis's prime is probably behind him.
Likely.
But Doncic at 25, he's just getting started.
He's entering his prime.
So did they just swap a decade of potential dominance
Wow.
for a risky shot at a title right now?
That's the gamble.
It is.
But let's not count them out completely.
Well-
If Davis finds that peak form again
and stays healthy.
and Irving buys in,
Yeah.
they could be a real problem in the West.
They could.
They still have a decent supporting cast, too.
Right, like Hardaway Jr., Bullock, Powell.
Exactly.
So high risk, high reward in Dallas.
Absolutely.
Now back to the Lakers.
Okay.
They're all in on winning a championship with LeBron,
Makes sense.
even if it means sacrificing the future.
They've done it before.
And it worked.
Right. They traded for Anthony Davis
Gave up a lot.
and won a title in 2020.
So now they've got another superstar
Doncic,
to pair with LeBron.
a dynamic duo.
But LeBron's 40.
Yeah.
He's amazing. But how long can he keep this up?
Right.
Is this a win-now move with a time limit?
It could be, but it could also be setting them up for the future.
Okay. How so?
Doncic lets LeBron take a step back.
More of a mentor role.
Exactly. Prepare for the post-LeBron era.
That's smart.
It is.
Addressing the present and the future.
Both.
But you know what's interesting?
What's that?
The Mavericks GM, he was all about defense.
He was. Defense wins championships.
Right. But the Lakers seem to be going a completely different direction.
Yeah, it's all about offense for them.
LeBron and Doncic, that's a lot of firepower.
Two different philosophies.
It is, right.
Mavericks, defense first. Lakers, offense first.
Whose philosophy will win out?
That's the question.
It'll be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Will the Mavericks shut down these high-powered offenses?
Or will the Lakers just outscore everyone?
So many questions.
This trade has added so many layers.
It adds...
The wins and losses are just the beginning.
Right. It's about these competing styles.
The clash of styles.
The league is so unpredictable now.
Absolutely.
And as a fan, that's exciting.
Oh, for sure.
It's a reminder that in the NBA, anything can happen.
Yeah, like this trade
This trade proves it.
shook everything up.
So we've talked about the teams,
Right.
but what about the players?
The individuals.
This is a turning point for both Doncic and Davis.
Huge moment in their careers.
It is.
How will this shape their legacies?
That's what we'll explore next.
We'll be right back.
We'll dive into how this move could impact the future of both Luka and AD. So we were talking about legacies before the break. Doncic and Davis. This trade is massive for both of them.
Yeah, for Luka, it's like a chance to step out of the shadows.
Right. LeBron's shadow.
Exactly.
He was a star in Dallas, but
Yeah.
playing for the Lakers in LA,
Uh-huh.
that's a whole other level.
Different animal.
The spotlight is about to get so much brighter.
That's the thing. That kind of pressure
Yeah.
can make or break a player.
Right.
He needs to prove he can lead a team to a championship.
In LA, no less.
One of the toughest markets in the league.
And Doncic, he's always had that clutch gene,
He has. He's got that it factor.
But LA, it magnifies everything.
Yeah.
Think that pressure will affect him differently?
It's possible, But he's also got LeBron as a mentor now.
True, at least for a couple more years.
That's huge.
Learning from one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, like a master class in winning.
Incredible opportunity.
It is.
Can't forget about Anthony Davis, though.
Right. AD.
He goes from second fiddle to the main guy.
Back to his New Orleans days.
Can his body handle it, though?
That's the million-dollar question.
That's the Mavericks gamble.
Huge gamble.
If he's healthy,
Yeah.
the Mavericks become a really scary team.
He's a force when he's at his best.
Scorer, defender, rebounder.
All of it.
But that's a big if.
It is. His injury history is no joke.
If he can't stay on the court,
The whole thing falls apart.
maybe a change of scenery is what he needs.
Maybe being out of LeBron's shadow
Having more responsibility
could be a motivator.
to stay healthy and dominate.
It's possible.
This could be a win-win.
It could. Lakers get their future star.
Mavericks get a healthy AD.
Championship contender.
So much of this trade is about potential
Yeah.
Doncic reaching new heights.
Davis defying the odds.
It's made the NBA so much more unpredictable.
And exciting.
As a fan, I love it.
Absolutely. That's why we watch.
So we've broken down this blockbuster.
All the angles.
It's set the stage for some amazing matchups.
And storylines.
Mavericks and Lakers, must-watch TV now.
For sure.
But as we wrap up,
Yeah.
here's a final thought.
Okay.
The success of this trade
They're both teams.
really comes down to Luka. Will he become LeBron level?
Will he win multiple championships?
Or will his defense hold him back?
Only time will tell.
That's the cliffhanger.
It is.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been fun.
We'll be back next time with another exciting topic.
Always something happening in the world of sports.
Until then, keep exploring and keep diving deep.